Hi everyone, and Happy New Year to each of you. This is Business 203 for Spring 2018 semester. And as you can see, I have made the site available. And you can also see that I look forward to working with all of you. All right, let me just take care of this one little item, and then we'll be ready to work. Okay, so you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that all of the announcements, as soon as you get into the site, you'll notice that you go straight to the announcements page. Obviously, the announcements indicates all of the information that you need to know for the course or anything such as graduation, the important issues or important things that are happening in the college that you should be aware of. Even though we do meet once a week, it's also good for you to see the information on Blackboard. Our first day of class will be Thursday, February 1st, 2018. We're meeting at 11 a.m. in the faculty staff dining room located in the back of the C building cafeteria. That'll be the only time that we meet. This is our orientation. You'll also have introductory assignments, which are due by 11 p.m. Wednesday, January 31st. These are very simple assignments. I want to make sure that you know how to navigate Blackboard. Some of you who have had me know exactly how to use Blackboard. This is a hybrid class, and some of you have had hybrid classes in classes and other courses that you've taken. So, and some of you have not taken an online class, and this is your first time taking an online class. So I need to make sure that everyone knows what to do in an online class. All right. So as I said, once you log into Business 203, after you log into Blackboard, this is what you're going to see, the announcements page. All right. Now, what I'd like you to do before we meet, that's why I'm making the class available now. Today is January 19th because it is now after 12 o'clock. So you still have another week to get yourself to be familiar with the page, with the Blackboard site. So announcements, CUNY policies, make sure you read those on your own. I am not taking class time to do this. And if you don't know what the policies are and you get into trouble, don't blame me. It was already here. I'm not going to be not high school. CUNY Hostos policies, Blackboard support, Hostos Blackboard support. So let's start with my instructor information. Very important that you know how to get in touch with me. Okay, here's my picture. You're all going to see me the first day of class. All right, here's my email. All right, it's Hostos email. I expect to see you have Hostos email and that you read Hostos email. This is an online class, so it's very important that you read your Hostos email. You have my work office number. You even have my cell phone number. All right, so with the cell phone number, you know you can text me. You also have my email, so you can email me. So there's no way for you to tell me. You also have my Skype address so that we can collaborate, or I might be able to, I'm going to use something different, but just in case you wanted to get in touch with me through Skype, here's my Skype address. My office hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12:30 to 1:30. Now, obviously, not everyone is free at that time, so it's also by appointment via email or text. Now, even though I've given you my cell phone number, I prefer that you either email me or text me, because I have a written record, and this way I get to make sure that I've responded to you. And sometimes when you talk on the phone, I hang up when somebody else calls, or I have a meeting to go to, or a student comes in and I've forgotten what you've said. So this way I have a written record. All right. I also have my e-portfolio that I'd like you to take a look at, and a little bit of the description of who I am. So this way you get to know who I am, a little personal as well as professional. All right, so that's how you get in touch with me, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I prefer that you either text me or email me. And of course, if you text me, you have to tell me who you are, because if you email me, at least I can see your name in the email. All right, so let's go into the textbook. We'll get to course information in a minute. All right, you know, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no Hostos bookstore. In fact, there's no bookstore in any of the college campuses. So you order your textbook online, all right, and here's the address, the URL, the internet address for you to log into the online bookstore. If you have any questions about this, post it in Q&A, and I'll get to that in a minute. All right, so let's take a look at what's required in this course. Okay. So the course description, again, read this on your own. It's in the college catalog, course objectives, guidelines for professionalism. We're going to talk about that on Thursday when we meet in the faculty staff dining room. This is a college, ladies and gentlemen. So we look at gen ed principles. This is not a trade school, so you have to know how to work and interact with people on various levels. That's why you take social sciences. That's why you take biology. That's why you take math. That's why you take humanities. Rubrics are the grading scheme that I'm using. This is a hybrid section, so please make sure you read the information. Your learning styles, hybrid courses really match learning styles very easily. In-class assignments, let's take a look at these. The face-to-face class sessions will concentrate on course content via team building assignments. The teams are already posted in Teams in Blackboard. All right, the face-to-face in-class assignments will count towards your final grade. Therefore, you are expected to attend every class. Now, if you miss a day's class and you miss the in-class assignment, there is no makeup because you have to work in teams. All right, so that's why it's very important for you to be on time and for you to attend. I will not post the teams until the end of the week. Well, really, tomorrow's the end of the week. So by the time you folks read this, I will already have your team set up. So it's very important that you look into the discussion. We're going to talk about assignments in a minute. But also it's very important that you think in terms of your attendance. And I take the attendance so that I can know who you are. But also I take the attendance to make sure that you realize how important it is that you attend the class. All right, so what are our assignments? Okay, now you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, look what's in red, the last day to file for graduation. Okay, and you scroll down, I have all the dates. Well, now, of course, you don't have access yet to any of these assignments, only the introductory assignment, and I'll get to that in a minute. Now, what do you notice that's missing from here? Some of you will pick it up very easily, and some of you are going to say, what's she talking about? What's missing is the midterm and a final. I am not giving a midterm or a final this semester. I'm trying something a little different. All right, and the other thing I'm trying differently is you're going to have a team midterm presentation and a team final presentation. So you're going to be working more with teams, or as you want to call it, groups. All right, so it's very important that you realize that these presentations are going to be team based. Okay, now let's take a look at your introductory assignment. All right, the first part is to buy the textbook as soon as possible. All right, obviously you could download it on your cell phone, you could download it on your tablet. I don't care what you do, just have something the first day. Certainly not the first day of class, because we're not going to be using the textbook since it's an orientation. But you should have something by February 8th, our next class meeting. All right, am I ready? This is due. Click into this so that you can take this little quiz, and you have to achieve a score of 100, all right, so that you can get the certificate. All right, so scroll down here, all right, so that you can take this. This is due the day before the first day of class. All of these assignments, you'll notice, are due January 31st. First day of class is February 1st. All right, instructions on how to submit an assignment. You'll have a video as well as text to show you how to submit assignments. But you should have already learned this, okay, when you follow the Are You Ready or Am I Ready video. All right. The next one, and the next assignment is to go into the discussion board. All right, and I'll talk about the Q&A later. This is the introduce yourself. Use the voice thread. Click into voice thread. You'll see a sample of my video, so you get to see who I am, not only on the avatar, on the course information, the instructor information, but you also have a video of who I am, so you get to see who I am easily. All right, and this is due by Wednesday, again, the day before the first day of class. Now, this is not difficult. This is introducing yourself. Now, some of you are going to sit down. I don't want to be on Facebook. This is not Facebook. This is only for the class. All right. Nobody else is going to see this except the students in Business 203, and that our section, and that's what it's expected to be. Now, make sure that when you're looking at the voice thread, you respond to somebody else's voice thread. All right, their introduction, and you'll see how easy it is. You just click into comment and just comment on the person. All right, so we're really looking forward. I did this last semester. I fine-tuned it, so it should work a lot better this time. You're also going to do writing or working with numbers. All right, and you know how to respond to a discussion board. Okay, so you click create thread. All right, when you create thread, okay, here's the description, the subject, okay, and then you just type in your response and make sure that you respond to at least one other person. Okay, you'll learn all of that in the Am I Ready video, so it's very important that you see that. The other thing I want you to take a look at, ladies and gentlemen, in discussion, okay, the Q&A forum. All right, I want you to use this forum to address each other's questions. I am not the only person who knows how to use a computer or know how to use the assignments. Obviously, I created the assignments. So please feel free to answer each other's questions. Some of you start working at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, obviously, not the whole class is going to be awake at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, but somebody will be. So rather than waiting until until the next day, somebody will be there. So post your question. This is for the course only. All right, this is not personal. This is not about grades. They should never be, questions about grades should only come to me via email, not even a text. It should really come through via email. All right, because it's a lot easier for me to explain your grades in an email than it would be in a text. A text is something very fast and quick. All right. When we get to ePortfolio, all right, when we talk about ePortfolio, here's the discussion board forum to talk about and make sure that we answer all of the questions about the ePortfolio. All right, the rest I just went over. Okay, let's continue back to course information. I know I'm giving you a lot, ladies and gentlemen, but you have time. You've got over a week to review all of this. Okay. So what are we going to learn in this class? Right here are the topics. Well, this is the syllabus. Okay. So when you open up the syllabus, I use a PDF so it's easy to open up. Right. So everything that I just showed you on Blackboard is in your syllabus. Okay. So it's the same thing. Okay. Let's take a look at the topics. And you'll notice that I do not start with chapter 1. I start with chapter 4. And we go 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Then we have the team presentation, midterm presentation, 8, 9, 10. And then chapters 3, 2, 1, and the team final presentation. Okay? So at least you know what's going to happen. All right? So let's go into, we've done the syllabus, we've done assignments. And let's go into grading standards. How am I grading this course? All right, or how will you see your grades? All right, your grading standards. This is a college level course, obviously, because it's Business 203, 200 level class. All right, the grades are based on percentages and not points. Below are the weighted averages for each of the assignments. I want you to realize there is no extra credit for this class, and there is no incomplete for this course. All right, but people are going to ask me for extra credit. Look at the amount of work that you have. All right, you have 40% of your grade is going to be based on formal writing assignments. That's 20%. ePortfolio 10%. Women's and Gender Film Series 10%. So that is all formal writing, in addition to the formal writing assignments that are in the chapter. All right, chapters 8, 9, and 10 will be your formal writing assignments. But there will be other formal writing assignments with less value, fewer percentage value than the formal writing assignments. But you will be writing and you will be revising. And that's the important point. We'll get to that in a minute. Team midterm presentation, you're going to be graded on dress, your oral presentation, class presentation, and the written paper from the team. 10% for your assignments. That means your in-class assignments and any other assignments, because I'm going to give you other types of writing assignments that are not just text. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. And you know the grades at Hostos. I expect everyone in this class to get an 8. This is an easy class, but it entails a great deal of work. I am not asking you to find the cure for AIDS or developing peace treaties. I'm not asking for anything like that, rocket science or anything. I'm only asking you to write. All right, and you'll notice you don't even have a midterm or a final. Okay, so that takes care of the grading standards, what's expected. All right, assignments is very important, as everything I've told you. Okay, all assignments are due on the dates and times that are listed in the assignment. Any assignment that is submitted after the due date will receive a 0 grade. Why? Because you have to revise your assignments, and it takes time to do this. So I can't have people submitting assignments whenever they want to. And also, you cannot wait until the end of the semester and say, I'm going to submit all my assignments to make up, because there is no makeup. Right? You got the 0. I'm not expecting anybody to get zeros. I'm saying all of this because I expect that you're going to get an A in this class. No one took this class so you can fail. We know that. And being a writer, and let's go into this right now, course information. Writing takes time and it takes practice. And since this is a writing intensive section, you're going to be doing more writing. In addition, every item in formal writing, not the informal or the in-class assignments, but your formal writing means that you're going to have to revise. And that's the important part of this, the revision. Everything that, all of your formal assignments that you submit the first time is a draft. So don't expect an A or the 10 points out of 10. Don't expect that. Some of you may have to revise 3 and 4 times, but you're going to revise this if you choose. If you choose not to revise, and you get a low grade, don't come crying to me, because I give you opportunities to revise. I give you the due dates for the revision. I go through, I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm going to use the voice thread to work with you and go over your papers rather than trying to give you comments, because no one reads the comments. All right, so I take your writing seriously. There's also the Writing Center video, what the Writing Center is all about. When I ask you to go to the Writing Center, I'm asking you so that you can improve your writing. For some of you, English is a second language, which is wonderful, but you've got to improve that English language, right? And you're not going to improve it if you don't have somebody to work with you or help you. All right, ladies and gentlemen? So that's pretty much what I wanted to go over with you. Make sure you go over everything. You have plenty of time to do this. All right, as it is, this video is going on much longer than I had anticipated. All right, but the point is, go over everything. Make sure you do the introductory assignments. Make sure you also realize that we are meeting in the faculty staff dining room on February 1st. Okay, so here we go through the Am I Ready video. All of these assignments are due by 11 p.m. Wednesday, January 31st. If you don't do them, you know what the grade is. Okay, also creating an avatar. All right, just follow the instructions. This is very easy. Okay, everything that I've given you is easy. You have to take the time to do it. And if you don't understand something, go into the discussion board, all right, and where it says Q&A forum, post your question, unless it's something personal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you very much. I look forward to seeing everyone on Thursday, February 1st. Enjoy the remainder of the week before classes start. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.